So what's up, everybody? I found something online that is kind of rare. Supposedly it's called a Cozart Les Paul Deluxe single P-90 is what they call it. But when I got it, it didn't have a name on the headstock, which none of them do. On all the reviews I see online, none of them have a name on the headstock. So I went ahead and put my name on the headstock. But what amazed me about this guitar is you don't see any companies out there replicating like the old 50s, 60s styles, or whenever it was Gibson come out with these. You don't see them out there making these because they're not really that desirable. People really don't want that until that guitar player, Jared, has a guitar like this. It's black. He calls it Old Glory, which his original one was a Les Paul, and he took out the pickup up here and he took out the knobs. It was just a regular Les Paul, but he teamed up with Epiphone and actually made a guitar identical to this, and his is just black. Okay, these were not desirable until he actually had a line with Epiphone. Now they're $600 some. You can get them. They're in a satin black, all that blah blah blah. Okay, I've always been into these guitars before all that even took place. Okay, I even built a double cut with one P-90. I'm into that because you get so much tone out of one pickup, and it drives you and it makes you play a lot better, and it makes you find sounds that you can't get on a Les Paul or a Tele or a Stratocaster. This guitar will make you find sounds that you didn't think you could find, right? So this guitar is actually set up really well. This guitar is a full thickness body. That's the thing that had me. This guitar is a full thickness body. It's heavy. This thing weighs about 8 pounds. The neck is super chunky. Now the headstock is not it's not got a real strong angle, but it has a little bit of an angle to it. The only thing that throwed me off was these nasty green tuners. I'm really not digging those. Probably change those out, but they should be okay for now. But this guitar sounds really good. It has mini pots in it with quick connects in it, like from China, how they're doing that. But the overall build of this guitar is amazing. This guitar seems built like a brick house, man. It's crazy. And this is the back. Okay, two-piece body, not a three-piece body, not a four-piece body. This is a two-piece body. No scarf joint on this guitar. There is a joint down here on the heel, and that's it. Other than that, this guitar is like solid, dude. And the deal that I got on it, I had to get it. It just needs tuned up. I had it tuned up and played. I just put new strings on it. There's gonna be a lot of companies out there going to start ripping off the Old Glory. That's not what I'm trying to do. Yes, I could probably paint this matte black and try to rip it off, but I like this. This is awesome. Full size body, one piece neck. Well, without a scarf joint, it has the heel, but that's good enough for me. If all these budget guitar companies out there could make this with a full, thickness body and a one piece neck up here without a scarf joint, I would be totally happy with that. And they proved that they could do it, or maybe they didn't. Maybe that's why they don't sell them anymore. Maybe it cost too much money and it was going in the hole. But I know there aren't very many of these out there. I searched for them. A year ago I seen them. They're all over the place, and I skipped out on it. And then I went to go get one, and they were gone. No more. They said, no more to be found. You can't find them anymore. Okay. And I've seen reviews on like bulletins and stuff like that, how great these guitars are, how they're the real thickness and all that stuff, and how they sound great. Like, I got to get my hands on one. So this one popped up. Rosewood fretboard. Looks like medium jumbo frets. And yeah, this is sick. Not much for the headstock, but it'll do. So I'm pulling out all this old wiring, doing away with all of it. And I put a dog ear P-90 in here. Yes, I know my bench is a mess, but just bear with me. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and put orange drop capacitor, full-size pots and everything in here. This is what was in here. Typical for a cheap guitar. And that's the Soapbar was in it. Decided to go ahead and do a little upgrading to this guitar because the more I'd play it, the more I felt that the guitar sounds so cheap and dead. The pickup always squealed. That's with just a little bit of gain. Wasn't a very good pickup. It just sounded really cheap to me, and you know, I wasn't expecting much anyway, but some budget-friendly guitars sound okay, and I just leave them that way. This guitar I want to play and have a good time with and play live, and so I had to make it what I want it to be. So what I went ahead and did is put a dog ear P-90 in there, took the regular Soapbar out, and this fits right in the hole. Just had to drill 2 holes right here, and a lot of people don't like doing that to their guitars. They're afraid, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to go back to the Soapbar. I'm going to keep the dog ear. Full-size pots in here, Borns, orange drop capacitor, and it's all vintage wiring. I changed the plate on the bottom, kept these knobs. This is like an old 50s style Les Paul, and that's the kind of sound I was going for. And the only thing I got left to do is change out the tuners, and you know, they're just a generic tuner. I don't like how they're green. It's kind of makes it look nasty. Okay, so I'm going to get vintage LP tuners for it. The white, it has the white knobs to make it look more vintage correct. I'm not trying to rip this off as a Gibson. I'm trying to make it my own, you know. And this guitar sounds really good, and you can't beat it. This thing is awesome, okay? It's heavy, and it just resonates, and I like it. I've been playing it, and this has been my main guitar for a little bit, and it turned out great. A lot of people say these knob placements are weird, but actually they're in the right place. Just like Jared James Nickel, his guitar, his knobs are over here also, because basically what he did on his, like I said before, is it was a regular Les Paul, and he did that himself. He plugged the holes and took the pickup out here and left the holes there, and he played it like that. And you know, these guitars wasn't very famous. He made them famous. Not everybody wants one. I don't see me paying $600 for an Epiphone when this feels just like it. This feels better built than the Epiphone, in my opinion. So yeah, this is the reason why I picked this up, because I know somebody out there is going on hot for them, and if I didn't pick it up, somebody would have. So yeah, this is what it looks like, and it sounds 10 times better. I'll just give you, you know, a little bit of tones with it. I don't want to bore you with it, because I have a BYO guitar kit that I built, and I used the same guitar setup. I used a Guitar Madness P-90 and full-size Born pots with the orange drop capacitor. So same sound. I'm just going to run through it real quick and let you hear it. Nothing too fancy. So we'll get right on that. Plug it in, let you guys hear it. I rolled the tone back a little bit to get like a bridge tone. Put a little dirt on here. As you can hear, this is a P-90, and it does make noise. So that's why you got to be quick with the knob when you have dirt on there. Another thing is, with dirt, with this pickup, it does not squeal, it does not feedback. So that's another good thing. We'll go through a couple licks, let you hear what it sounds like. Sounds pretty good. lean back. Cleans up very nicely. It's not cheap anymore. You kind of get that. You can roll your tone back. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button because it helps me. Hit that notification bell so it helps you, so you know each and every time I upload a video. Check us out on Guitar Buzz Talk Show on Facebook. And I'm Ronald Jr. and I'll see you guys next time.